Hey guys, today we'll be doing another Storytime video. So this takes place, most of my stories usually take place in Brooklyn. So anyway, I was with my friend Desiree. Most of my stories are with Desiree. Anyway, so we go to, I had this crush on this guy, and I was like, and I was trying to, like, we were never really, he says that we were boyfriend and girlfriend, but I never really consider it my boyfriend because whatevs. Anyway, so I thought I was gonna try to, like, rekindle stuff. It never even worked out because what his problem was, he always flaked out on me. Like, no matter what. That's why it never went anywhere, because anytime I tried to ask him to hang out, he would either not come at all, because, like, one day this pissed me off to no end. So he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come down to your neighborhood early." So I was like, "All right, fine, cool." So I was like, "Awesome, this is great." And he's like, so yeah, I'm gonna come at this time. So now, you had to go, in Brooklyn, you have to go down the avenues. So, like, when you're on, like, I could tell you where I used to live. It doesn't matter. I used to live on 11th Street. And I used to, what you had to do was, okay, so if I lived on 11th Street, then the next block is 8th Avenue, and then 7th Avenue, and then 6th Avenue, and then 5th Avenue, and then it goes on. I don't know how far it goes down, but anyway. So I was on 8th Avenue, so I had to walk to 5th Avenue. I don't mind the walking, so I said, "I'll meet you by the bus stop on 11th Street. 11th Street and 5th Avenue." And he's like, "Okay, great." So I walked down, and I must have waited for like 30-40 minutes, and this guy never even showed up. And so I don't know why. I must have not had a cell phone at the time, because I remember going to a payphone, and I remember calling him, and then his mom or his grandmother picked up and said that he was still sleeping. So I couldn't believe this guy. Like, anyway, so that was that, and I had to walk back up the hill, or I might have even taken the bus. I don't really remember, but I remember no, I walked back. I do remember. I walked back to my house, and I was so PO'd. Anyway, so then, so I was like, all right, like, you know, I hung out with him a couple of times at the pool hall, the famous pool hall, guys. And I was like, okay, you know, I was like, well, I remember walking with him and putting my arm around him. Not around him, but, like, you know, arm in arm, like in arms. And then we were kind of like starting to hang out. Like, one day he tried to hit on Desiree, and I'm like, you know, why, now that I'm thinking about it, like, why? And he would say bad things about me, and I'm like, why did I even bother giving this guy the time of day, you know? So that's it for my story time, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye, guys.